returns from Turkey, receives his turbaned son in Asorock. Welcome to the news. And please subscribe to our channel. President Muhammad Buhari Sunday received his son Yusuf, who was turbaned Daura, on Saturday by the Emir of Daura, Alhaji Dr. Umar Farouk Umar. President Buhari returned to Nigeria after his trip to Istanbul to participate at the 3rd Turkey-Africa Partnership Summit. My problem is not with how he travels. My problem is the fact that he travels and he does not make impact with the knowledge he's learned. Yes, this man is someone who is traveling has put Nigeria in problems. He's not around to see things for himself. That is just the truth. It is either he's traveling here and there and why his house is burning. There is every tendency that the information getting to him is not accurate. Sincerely. There is every information that is why, because we don't want to trouble him, he's old. We don't want such people next time. That is why I'm so furious about those who are drumming support for the so-called TSG group, who are drumming support for the former governor of Lagos State, who they call the father of democracy, who have actually lost his flavor. People who are in love with his previous value. Now, he's not living his life based on that value anymore. That is just it. This president we have is costing us a lot. He is not always around. He's either going on one medical trip or the other, or going for things like this. And yet, my own is, if he's somebody who is agile, who is strong, and who is young, he will get there, go there, ask for solutions to problems. And when these problems are when he gets the solutions, he pens them down. When he comes back, he summons those who are supposed to be in that kind of, if it is a committee, he summons them together and say, look, I brought this and this and this and this and this and this ideas. Let us see how we can launch one, and let's see how it helps us in the fight. If we test run it for one quarter of the year, 4 months, or maybe 6 months, if it does not work, then we test run. As in, let us see the inputs. But no, it is like he gets worse anytime he goes and comes in. Let's listen to the news in detail. President Buhari, who clocked 79 years on Friday, was also presented with a birthday card by the Chief of Staff, Professor Gambari, Administrative Officer Alhaji Abubakar Maikanu, and other aides shortly on his return from the official visit to Istanbul, Turkey. Recall that President was away to Turkey on official visits alongside the First Lady, Dr. Aisha Buhari, when her son Yusuf was installed as the Taliban Daura and district head on Saturday in Daura, Katsina State. The Emir of Daura disclosed that the Daura Emirates Council decided to honor Mr. President and his family with the traditional title being conferred on Yusuf Muhammad Buhari, especially since being president, he will not be able to take any other title. He further said that the Daura had been transformed under the leadership of the president, lauding him for the developmental strides witnessed so far. The turban was graced by Vice President Yemi Osibanjo, the governors of Katsina, Bello Masari, Kano, Abdullahi Ganduje, the Senate President Ahmad Lawan, and the Deputy Senate President Ovie Omoagege. Other dignitaries were the Chief of Staff to the President, Professor Ibrahim Gambari, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, and members of the Federal Executive Council, including Chief Obonnaya Onu, Science and Technology Minister, Hadi Sirika, Aviation Minister, Clem Agba, Budget and National Planning Minister of State, and the Presidential Advisor on Politics, Senator Babafemi Ojudu. While in Turkey, the president had called on the Turkey-African Partnership Summit to provide concrete support to help defeat terrorism and insurgency on the African continent. Speaking at the third edition of the summit, President Buhari said the Boko Haram terrorist group, though fragmented by internal strife and degraded by Nigeria's defense forces, is still active and preying on unsolved targets. He expressed delight that the summit convened by President Recep Tayyip Erdogan of Turkey has given due consideration on the issue of terrorism, while also focusing on development and infrastructure in Africa. Another area this partnership must focus on is the global challenge of climate change, which is impacting us in Nigeria, Turkey, across Africa, and indeed across the world. It has become a catalyst for conflict through food insecurity, drying up of lakes, loss of livelihood, and youth migration, among others. The trend is the same around the world, where communities are overwhelmed by forest fires, rising sea levels, flood, drought, and desertification. I want to seize this opportunity to appeal for support for initiatives such as Africa's Great Green Wall on Environment and Land Management, which is designed to fight the effects of climate change and desertification in Africa. The initiative aims to restore 100 million acres of degraded land in the 11 countries of the Sahel-Sahara Strip, capture 250 million tons of carbon, and create 10 million green jobs by 2030, he said. On the global coronavirus pandemic, President Buhari urged nations to follow the example of African-Turkey cooperation, which emphasizes solidarity and support in tackling the challenge. The pandemic is a global challenge which calls for global solidarity and solutions, and the African-Turkey cooperation model has proved to be an example to the world. Not only has there been mutual support to respond to the pandemic, but also mutual support to build resilience and sustainable development in other sectors. We also commend the African Union for the excellent role it has been playing in coordinating the implementation process of the partnership